This is a short introduction to Cisco PacketTracer, which is a topology simulator allowing students to fairly quickly simulate a real-world topology with routers and switches and cabling, and configure those devices and prove in connectivity. So down in the left-hand area here we see the device categories. We have routers, switches, we have some hubs, wireless devices, and connections, as well as end devices and some other connections, including multi-user connection and the cloud here. Well, a common setup would be to put a router up on our canvas and perhaps a switch and several end devices. We can choose from a palette of various devices. I'll put up an IP phone and a generic laptop and perhaps another desktop. And when we connect the devices to a switch, we would want to use some straight through cables, so we can find those off of the connections choices. A connector will show, and we can then connect via our fast Ethernet over to a port on the switch, and then likewise for the laptop. Next in line, and lastly the final. Let's see. And we also need to connect the router, which will connect its fast Ethernet over to the switch. Simple connections. If we would like to look at the command line interface of the router, we can open that up on our screen. And here we are in the configuration command line interface for the router. We can use all the commands that are available in the console mode of the actual router. So I can look at my interfaces, and you can see that everything is administratively down at the moment. We can then put some IP addresses on our interfaces and configure everything just as if we are at the equipment. So that's just a little introduction to PacketTracer. Very useful tool, and will eliminate the need for a lot of expensive equipment in your lab.